War in Iran updates. Zaxby's and Freddy's are two reviews that I did today, and a couple other food news, all that and more on today's episode of the American Power Hour. I'm your host, Nick Metcalf. I'm joined here today by the beautiful, the gorgeous Mackenzie. There she is. That's quite the stance you're laying down in there, Mackenzie. Got that hip all displaced and shit, bruh. Is that healthy for a dog to sit like that? Is that normal? Is that normal for a dog to lay like that? Let me know in the comments down below. Zaxby's, dude. I got Zaxby's today. Because I went to Bojangles the other day, and everyone was saying, hey, you gotta do Zaxby's now. So I did. Israeli. There's really not an insane amount of news today, but we will take a look at the updates going on in the war in Iran. Let's go ahead and do a little screen share here. Here we go. Okay. Let's take a look and see here. Donald Trump posted on Truth Social today, the United States of America is in serious discussions with a new and more reasonable regime to end our military operations in Iran. Great progress has been made, but if for any reason a deal is not shortly reached, which it probably will be, and if the Hormuz Strait is not immediately open for business, quote unquote, for us, he means for us, we will conclude our lovely stay in Iran by blowing up and completely obliterating all of their electric generating plants, oil wells, and Karg Island, and possibly desalinization plants. That's he basically said we're going to destroy you, which we have purposefully not yet touched. This will be in retribution for our many soldiers and others that Iran has butchered and killed over the old regime's 47-year reign on terror. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Thank you for your attention to this matter. So this is basically nothing new. This is a brand new post. And he's basically said the same exact thing that he's been saying for weeks now. We've had great talks. Meanwhile, the Iranian regime is like, we don't know who he's talking to. Let's see what this one says here. He casually announced the U.S. is now talking to new and more reasonable regime in Iran between a threat and a signature. Yeah, that's basically what he's been doing the whole time. He's like, we've basically won, we've destroyed them, but if they don't open the Strait of Hormuz because they control it, then we're going to destroy them even more. It doesn't seem like we have control of the strait. What's he saying here? What's he saying here, you think? Let's play it.
But we've had regime change, if you look already, because the one regime was decimated, destroyed, they're all dead. The next regime is mostly dead. And the third regime, we're dealing with different people than anybody's dealt with before. It's a whole different group of people. So I would consider that regime change. And frankly, they've been very reasonable. So I think we've had regime change. I mean, you can't do much better than that. The regime that was really bad, really evil was the first one. That was done. The second was appointed, and they're gone. They're all dead.
They're all dead, he says. I thought they were supposed to be the more reasonable ones.
Other than one who may have a little life in him.
Other than one who may have a little life in him. What?
And then they're really the third group. And the third group of people that seem to be much more reasonable. It truly is regime change. And regime change is an imperative, but I think we have it automatically. I did something today. But we've had regime.
What? So he's like, we took out the regime, and then there's a new regime in there, and then we took them out. Except for one, there's one guy left, and he has a little bit of health left in him. But we're having good talks with the new regime, the third regime. There's been 2 regime changes apparently. Oh man, what is this? Man in Iran. Oh, that's March 5th. That's a little bit older. Let's see here. Iran war updates. Trump floats siege on Iran stronghold as Tehran loosens grip on Strait of Hormuz. Live updates. Trump threatens to obliterate Iran's energy sources as Tehran calls U.S. plan unrealistic. So he's basically, if he bombs the energy infrastructure, won't that kill a lot of people? Imagine if another country bombed our energy infrastructure. I feel like that would probably not be good for U.S. citizens. Iran war latest, Trump makes new threat. It seems to just be a lot of threats going on. What is this, dude? This guy's just emptying water. Oh, with food stamps? Oh, he buys the water with the food stamps, and then he just dumps all the water out and then returns the bottles for cash. That doesn't seem like the best use of time, in my opinion. I feel like the return probably wouldn't be too great on that. Oh, he got caught. Oh, he knew he was being recorded. What do you think? Is this real? Or do people actually do this? I couldn't imagine. How much time does that take, dude? What are they netting here? $127 a month. $127 per month? I feel like there's got to be more creative ways that you can make $127. I don't know. What do we think? Is this legit? Or do you think that's a staged video? What's up, Michael Hartson? How you doing today? Michael Hartson says, saw more market moving tweets after the weekend. LOL. Yeah, how's the market doing today? Looks stable, said Michael Hartson. Well, if it's stable, that's good. I'm worried with the moment that, they say boots on the ground is imminent. That's claiming progress after peace talks. What is this? Lego animation from the media team in Iran? What the hell is this?
Sir, Iranians have released a new Lego-style animation.
First of all, I just want to say this is wild. If this is actually where they're saying it came from. Is this what Iran is doing? Did this actually come from Iran? The beat is fire. Whoever made this beat, fire. Yeah, I did hear that Iran is bombing a lot of our facilities and bases in the Middle East. So now our troops have to hide out in hotels. I believe that is true. That's what this is depicting, I believe. Whoa. Whoa. Hold on a second here. What is this? That wasn't cool. That was our guys. Hey, come on. All right. What is this? Trump tweeting that was kind of funny, but the rest of this is not funny. This is not cool. It's kind of cool. The animations are cool, but everything, you know, what it's depicting isn't good. All right, what the hell was that, dude? Where'd this come from? Explosive media team in Iran? What do we think? Was this just AI? Was this AI? Was this an AI video? I don't know what exactly that was. It was kind of entertaining though. I didn't like what it was depicting, but let's see what this is. What if the No Kings protest was funded by another country? Do not condone any of the violence depicted in this video. Yes. Yeah, me too. Hey, me too. We're on the same page. The banged up Lego hand. Ooh, they hit the nail on the head with that one.
Getting a lot of the things that they should have given us a long time ago. We'll see how it works out, but they're very good. Moving along very nicely. They've destroyed a lot of additional targets today. The Navy's gone, the Air Force is gone, we know that. But we destroyed many, many targets today. It was a big day. And we are negotiating with them directly and indirectly. We have emissaries, but we also are dealing directly. And as you know, they've agreed to send 8 boats 2 days ago, and then they added another 2, so it was 10 boats. And now today they gave us as a tribute, I don't know, I can't define it exactly, but they gave us, I think out of a sign of respect, 20 boats of oil. Big, big boats of oil going through the Hormuz Strait. And that's taking place starting tomorrow morning.
I talked about this on Friday. He positioned the 10 boats that went through the Hormuz Strait. He positioned that as it was like a big gift. And here he is again talking about a few more boats that have gone through as a gift to the United States. There's been boats going through the Strait of Hormuz. The only boats that can't go through are the American and Israeli boats.
Over the next couple of days, a lot of boats.
A lot of boats. They gave us a lot of boats.
And I would only say that we're doing extremely well in that negotiation. But you never know with Iran, because we negotiate with them and then we always have to blow them up.
What? What did he just say? You never know with Iran because we negotiate and then we blow them up. It sounds like they don't know about us. It sounds like there's negotiations on the table and then we blow them up. I think that's what he just said.
Iran, because we negotiate with them and then we always have to blow them up. Whether it's the B-2 bombers or just terminating, as an example, the Iran nuclear deal done by Barack Hussein Obama, probably the worst deal we've ever done as a country, one of the dumbest deals we've ever done.
Why? Why was it one of the dumbest deals?
But I terminated it. Unfortunately,
Yes, you did terminate it. It was a deal that kept Iran's nuclear enrichment under a certain percentage, and you terminated that contract.
otherwise right now they'd have a nuclear weapon. Then we did the attack with the B-2 bombers, and we stopped them from having nuclear. And now we had to blow them up again. And we will probably, I think we'll make a deal with them, pretty sure.
He goes, dude, bro doesn't know what the hell is going on. I'm pretty sure we'll make a deal with him. I think we're gonna bomb the shit out of him. We're gonna just destroy him, but we might like make a deal.
But it's possible we won't.
But it's possible we won't.
But we've had regime change, if you look already, because the one regime was decimated, destroyed, they're all dead. The next regime is mostly dead. And the third regime, we're dealing with different people than anybody's dealt with before. It's a whole different group of people. So I would consider that regime change. And frankly, they've been very reasonable. So I think we've had regime change. I mean, you can't do much better than that. The regime that was...
I think we've had regime change. You can't do much better than that, he thinks.
really bad, really evil was the first one. That was done. The second was appointed, and they're gone. They're all dead, other than one who may have a little life. And then there really are the third group, and the third group of people that seem to be much more reasonable. It truly is regime change. And regime change is an imperative.
All right. I've heard this theory here. I don't know what this video is, but I've heard this theory. This insane theory that Trump is playing 8D chess and he's attacking Iran, but then is going to pull out so that Iran takes out Israel or something. It sounds like cope to me. What is this video?
Sirenler yükseliyor. Emine Kavasoğlu söz sende.
Siren sesleri çalmadı. Sirenlerle aynı anda bir hava saldırısı gerçekleşiyor şu anda. Sirenler önceden çalmadı. Bu kez bakın. Şu anda sirenlerin sesini duymam.
Okay. Oh, this clip's crazy, dude. When's this from? I think that was a while ago. Excuse me. Poly market. Bitcoin is likely to crash below 45K this year. What do you guys think? What will Bitcoin drop to? One of the biggest problems that I've had with Bitcoin, and I invested early into Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum. I did all right. On it. I've been out for a while now. And when I was holding, one of the biggest concerns that I had with Bitcoin was why? Why would the U.S. government allow for this unregulated entity that we don't know where it came from? We don't know who created it. There's emails in the Epstein emails that kind of show that Jeffrey Epstein was a big funder of Bitcoin, and potentially even Jeffrey Epstein was a big reason why Bitcoin was created, supposedly. It's in the Epstein emails. So one of the biggest things is like, why would the U.S. government allow for this to become the main source of currency? We don't even know who created it. We don't know where it came from. We don't know who Satoshi Nakamoto is, or whatever his name, the quote unquote creator, Satoshi. I don't think the U.S. government would allow for that to happen. I think that they would more likely than not just take the same technology and implement it into their own version of cryptocurrency. That's just a a feeling that I have. Because why would the U.S. government knows that a bunch of people are in Bitcoin. If you end up using Bitcoin and going with Bitcoin for currency, then it would make so many people millionaires. I don't think the U.S. government would want that. I think that they would probably rather just come out with their own cryptocurrency, and then everyone that's holding the bag gets cucked. That's usually where the government goes. If it's like, okay, the government can make a lot of money and create the thing, and also cuck Americans, or we can make Americans super rich, and invest into this unknown entity. Doesn't seem like it would be something the U.S. government would do, in my opinion. That's just my opinion on that. Michael Harden said regarding Bitcoin, cat was already out of the bag. It's beyond controllable. So to get a piece of the pie, join in. Yeah. Cat is definitely out of the bag when it comes to Bitcoin. I liked the idea of Litecoin as well, and then Ethereum for the contracts, real estate and all that stuff. Like I said, I was real big into it. I have videos from like 10 plus years ago talking about cryptocurrency. I don't think they're still up though. I think I took most of them down. That was back when I used to do like social media marketing videos and trying to help people grow on social media. But let's take a look at some food news. Army highlights Army food program overhaul. Army food program overhaul? Is that a thing? Didn't they used to eat those meals? What would they call them? It would be like a packet. Everything would be packets. It'd be like dry beans with like dry rice and like dry beef like in these packets, and then you put like hot water into it and shake it around. What are those meals called? I forgot what they were called. Who is this guy? Known for his Food Network show Restaurant Impossible. Oh, Robert Irvine. They partnered up with Robert Irvine. He makes those protein bars I kind of enjoy sometimes. What are they called? Fit Crunch. What are the Army getting Fit Crunch protein bars now? The goal is not for just better food, but better soldiers. Get them on some protein bars. Get them on some Tren. I'm surprised these guys aren't on like Retta or something. Raw Dairy Company refutes connection to E. coli outbreak. Do you guys drink raw dairy milk? That's like a thing. I think that's a thing people do. I've never tried it, the raw dairy milk. Isn't the difference is like it's not boiled or something? Isn't that how they get the shit out of the milk? It's by boiling it or something? You know what I did recently was this is kind of like a hack. This is like a little hack I found out. I used to buy skim milk, right? And then I realized you can just buy whole milk. And because whole milk is so much creamier and richer than skim milk, like I was making cereal the other night, and normally I just fill the bowl up with the skim milk. But with the whole milk, I filled it up like 3/4 of the way and then cut it with water. I was like, wait a second. If you buy a gallon of whole milk, can you actually stretch it further than a gallon and actually get more bang for your buck without compromising taste? Because everyone knows skim milk just tastes like watered down whole milk. So if whole milk is the same cost as skim milk, can't you technically get like 2 gallons for the price of 1? I kind of thought about that the other day. What's up, Christy? Christy said MRE. Yes, thank you. MRE meals is what they do. Christy said vanilla unsweetened almond milk is top tier for cereal. I used to use that all the time. I used to get this, what is it, Silk or something brand. There was another brand I liked as well. But then I found out that almond milk is mostly water. I found out it was mostly water with like a little splash of milk in there. I used to do that. I used to do the almond milk thing because it'd be like 25 calories per serving or whatever. And then I realized I was like, oh, I need to get more calories in and more protein. So for me, the protein from the actual milk is, Christy said, yes, I hate to break it to you, almonds unfortunately do not produce milk. I thought when I used to drink it, I used to be like, man, how many almonds would they squeeze and wring out to get this whole carton of almond milk? I remember I switched to Malk. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of Malk. Malk. That is almond milk without any like bullshit in it. It's only almonds, water, and salt, I think. I found it at Whole Foods, I believe. It has like a blue label on it, and that's some good shit. But yeah, I just switched back to regular milk. I was spending like $6 or something on this like little thing of like almond milk. I'm like, I don't even have a problem with dairy. What am I doing here? I need the protein. Nothing better than a nice big bowl of cereal for me. And then I put protein in there. I put like a sprinkle of chocolate protein powder in there. I put a scoop of collagen protein in there. Collagen protein is great for hair, skin, nails. And then Michael Hartson said, interesting, you'll have to do demo, the ratio. Yeah, the ratio. It's funny. Like I said, I do a little bit of chocolate protein powder in there too. So like if I do some whole milk and a little bit of water and then a little bit of chocolate protein powder, it's basically chocolate milk. It's a good little deal. Christy said, I never cared for protein cereal, so I would use a Fairlife shake instead of milk to up the protein if I wanted cereal. That's a good idea too, using the Fairlife shakes. Those have what, like 20 grams of protein or something in there? Yeah, that's a good way to do it. The Fairlife shakes. I've heard some stuff about Fairlife. Something like they don't treat the cows. They don't let like the cows go to church on Sundays or something. It's like inhumane potentially. I think that's what they said. Christy said, unless you get the more expensive ones, they have like 40 plus. Oh, yes, that's right. They do have like the big, like Pro. Is it like, maybe I'm thinking of Core Power. There's another one called Core Power. I think those big Core Powers have like 50 grams of protein or something in them. It's pretty crazy. It's a lot of protein. But that's one of the reasons why I like doing the cereal thing. I like getting the Special K protein cereal. That's a good one. If you're looking to get extra protein in. Christy said it kind of tastes like cardboard a little bit. So I usually put some like protein granola or something on top. Christy said that was one farm. Oh, okay. Just one farm. Fairlife cut ties with them, but of course social media blew it up. Oh, cool. So it was just one farm where they weren't they weren't letting the cows watch their favorite TV shows or something. Or were they actually like doing some bad shit to them? Or were they actually like whipping them and whatnot? I I tried doing some research into that when I was a bit younger. Like, hey, what is the, like, does the actual cow being treated correctly affect the meat and affect the dairy? Like, if a cow is super anxious and like high anxiety and like all of its friends are being slaughtered right in front of its face and it's just sitting there shaking all day, like full of anxiety, like is it possible for that to be transferred into the meat and into the milk and whatnot? And I don't think there's any like clear-cut yes or no answers to that, but it makes you think a little bit. You know, if I eat something that's filled with anxiety and I constantly eat that, could it make me anxious? Like I said, I don't think there's any clear-cut answers on that, unfortunately. But yeah, let me see here if there's any other food news. I do know that there is a crumble thing coming out. How do we feel about crumble, folks? Michael Harton said, I think that's what Kobe beef is, treated really well. Ah, okay. Christy said, okay, I looked into it and it was 2 farms, not one. Still people boycotted Fairlife even though it's owned by Coca-Cola. Yeah, they're probably drinking Diet Cokes and like boycotting boycotting Fairlife, like not knowing. So yeah, crumble. Let me just ask you this real quick. I've avoided crumble for a long time. I didn't like the direction they were going. A lot of times I would get their new cookies or whatever, and it would suck. Sometimes it'd be good. Every once in a while, there'd be a good one. And they're coming out with a Wednesday, April Fool's Day. They're coming out with a everything bagel cookie sandwich with like cream cheese frosting in the middle. And it looks like an everything bagel, apparently. Let me try to pull it up. I'll pull it up real quick for y'all. Crumble. All right. Ow. All right. Crumble lineup. Let's take a look here. The Easter. What is up with the cookies? Accept all cookies. Reject non-essential cookies. So look at this. They have this dirt cake cup. Dirt cake cup with, here it is, Dubai Nest dirt cake cup. Layers of silky chocolate mousse, crunchy pieces, and crunchy cookies and cream streusel. And gummy worms topped with Dubai chocolate, inspired pistachio cream, crisp katafi, and chocolate candy eggs. Image has been food styled for visual display only. I don't think that last sentence was really needed, but it looks cool. It looks good. I like katafi. Katafi is this crunchy, I believe it's phyllo dough. I believe it's crunchy phyllo dough, and there's some pistachio. I believe. Oh, pistachio cream. So there's some pistachio cream somewhere in here. And I was really looking at this one, and then also the one that comes out on Wednesday. Now, the crumble reviews do great on Mondays because everyone always wants to see what the newest crumble cookies are. But this new one comes out on Wednesday. There's this one, which is new too. Strawberries and cream cookie. This looks like something I'd get pissed off about. No, just kidding. Vanilla cake cookie with fresh house-made whipped cream, strawberry jam, and strawberry slices. It looks pretty solid. I would definitely get this one. I would get this one. I would get this one because they're new. You got to try them, right? They have the carrot cake. That looks like fun. 2 layers of carrot cake mixed with warm spices, coconut, pineapple. Pineapple? Is pineapple normally in carrot cake? Maybe to make it sweeter? Complete with a light glaze and vanilla cream cheese frosting and topped with chopped pecans. Spring M&M's cookie. This one looks plain Jane. I would not get this one. You got a couple M&M's in there, and then it's what, a timeless cookie? The hell does timeless taste like? Looks like a sugar cookie to me. Timeless cookie bursting with colorful spring-inspired M&M candies. I'd probably skip on that. Oh, they don't show the new one. Easter sugar cookie. Our classic almond sugar cookie topped with a silky pink and yellow marbling of real almond frosting. That sounds all right. This is an OG one. This one's usually good. Just the regular chocolate chip cookie. This one's going to taste like tar. I don't know if it actually will, but it looks like it'd be dry. vanilla cream cheese frosting. Cookies and cream cookie with cream cheese frosting. Brownie batter cookie. I think I liked that one. Snickerdoodle looks pretty plain Jane. Vanilla sugar cookie rolled in sparkly cinnamon sugar coating. Celebration cake. Dude, where's the... No. I want the... where is it, dude? Crumble cookies. Maybe this will show it. So they're really all about this nest egg thing. Did they not post like they got Kenny up here? I think his name is Kenny, right? Yeah, Kenny Eats, dude. We follow each other on Instagram. Shout out to Kenny Eats. Bro's been grinding. Dude, why are they not show? I have to actually Google everything bagel for this. Everything bagel. Here we go. Start spreading the news, they say. Oh, it's a video. It's a video.
I think it needs more seasoning.
I agree. Yes.
No, that's gonna sound.
Dude, this shit's already pissing me off. People are saying we don't want this. Nah, this is real. This has got to be real. I just hope they don't start screaming. Oh, please don't start screaming. Almost worse than screaming. We get heavy dubstep.
I got you moving. I got you moving.
Oh my God, my ears. I just want to see a photo of it. Dude, they got Kenny on the...
We got this week's combo lineup, y'all. The first one we're trying to...
All right, we don't need the noise. Maybe it's just loud on my end. He does the thing. I need to hear it, dude. I need to...
Y'all, the first one we're trying here is a new Brookies and Cream cookie featuring Oreo. Yo, they legit put a whole entire Oreo inside of this cookie. Now, this is what a Brookie should taste like, Crumble. This is absolutely amazing. I really enjoy the brownie base center of this cookie and that brownie batter on top and that Oreo pieces all throughout. This is easily a 10 out of 10. Next one we have here is this Dubai chocolate brownie.
This one looked good. Anyone try this?
This trend will never get old anytime soon. This brownie is absolutely amazing. I really enjoy that crunch with that katafi and that pistachio feeling onto this and that milk chocolate shell on top. The brownie base is soft and moist. 10 out of 10.
Damn. Those look... That Dubai one looked pretty good. I will say that. Christy said, I can't bring myself to try it. I want to consume that many calories. I'm eating a cheeseburger. Yeah, exactly. Christy said, I add crushed pineapple to my carrot cakes, and it's phenomenal. What's up, Dave? How you doing today? Shout out to Dave. It seems like it's real. It seems like this is a real thing. The Crumble revives divisive bagel-shaped cookie. First launched in 2022 to mixed reviews, the cookie features two thin, buttery cookies coated in an almost everything bagel blend. So it's not totally everything bagel. With light cream cheese filling, the limited release will be offered alongside Crumble's Easter dessert lineup. It's only on Wednesday. Too thin. This is what it's going to look like, folks. Not that. That's actually a bagel. What is this website, dude? MSN.com. All right, so I'll probably try that. What is this? View spoiler? Okay, I thought it was gonna be like a not safe for work thing, but that's good. People are saying it's real. It is definitely real. Hmm. Yeah, it kind of looks nasty. I do agree with that. It's a cool design. I can't see it tasting good. An everything bagel cookie. Woman's World. Yeah, it's real. It's real. So that potentially is what I'll be doing Wednesday. I think I might do that Wednesday. Some people might get upset with me though if I do that. I thought you were the guy who said F crumble. I thought you were the Some people have been saying that, I've been doing some fast food reviews and stuff. Some people I thought you were the guy that didn't do the fast food stuff. It's like, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's not put me into a box now. Don't put me into a box now, dude. I'll start doing political talk on Twitch or some shit. Do not put me into a box. All right, so moving on here. I don't know if there's too much else going on. Let me check the old Twitter real quick. Hyundai halts 2026 Palisade sales after child's death in seat defect. Uh-oh. What's the seat defect?
Goodness.
You need to send that to the company.
I'm going to. I'm going to do the other side. Here. Just. That is scary.
Maybe I'm not understanding. It's a seat that folds. Did it crush the water? I don't know. There was a community note here. Hyundai halted sales of the 2026 Palisade Limited and calligraphy trims and recalled them due to a child's death from the seat defect. March 17th. Hyundai News. Let's see what Hyundai is saying about it. Fountain Valley, California. An issue with the second and third row power seats. In certain situations, those seats may not adequately detect contact with an occupant or object as intended. Okay, so this condition may occur during second and third row power folding operations, as well as during use of the second row one-touch tilt and slide function. Hyundai is also in the process of submitting a recall action to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration for these vehicles. Hyundai is aware of a tragic incident involving a Palisade. It was an actual incident? Well, Hyundai does not yet have the full details of the incident, and the incident is still under investigation. A young child lost her life. Hyundai extends its deepest sympathies to her family. It crushed a child. Hyundai urges owners to use caution when operating the second and third row power seat functions to ensure that there's... I couldn't imagine that, dude. Did somebody press the button, like not knowing that their child was in the seat, and then it slowly just started to like crush somebody? That is horrible. Let me try to bring this up. Hyundai. How do you spell Hyundai? When's this from? 6 days ago. Akron. Oh my lord. This is terrifying. 2 weeks ago. Hyundai issues stop sale of certain Palisades after 2-year-old child's death. Oh God. Oh, how have I not heard about this? How is this not news? Like power car seats crush child. This should be like front page news. An investigation into the 2-year-old Ohio child's death on March 7th is still underway. So full details on what happened are still unclear. Well, I mean, this video kind of shows, I think, what happens, which is terrifying. So these water bottles is supposed to represent a child. And this is what happened to a child, unfortunately.
Here, just that is.
Dude, her reaction in the background is like, oh my God. That is actually quite terrifying. I don't know did you guys hear about this? I definitely did not hear about this. Yeah, Christy. I do food reviews sometimes. Dave said very sad, but yeah, who didn't check the seats first? That's my biggest question with all this is like, how does that happen? Is it something where like, you know, you press a button or something and then like it starts going and then you can't like press the button to stop it? Because that would be horrifying, dude, if like that's how it went. Christy said if they have that feature, there should be a sensor to where it would know if something or someone was in the seat. Yeah, 100% it should have a sensor. That is ridiculous that it didn't have a sensor. Dave said my Hyundai isn't that fancy. I think it's the new ones, the 2026 ones, the Palisade. Oh my lord, dude. I am baffled that wasn't like headline news. I feel like everyone should know about that. Especially, imagine if you have one of these. All right, we are nearing in on an hour of the American Power Hour here. We'll sign off here for the day. Today's Monday, March 30th. Thank you all so much for being here. If you could drop a like, drop a comment, it helps the channel grow. Thank you to all the subscribers. Y'all are helping me keep the lights on here at the old American Power Hour warehouse. Very expensive lease. No, I'm just in a room, dude. All right, Mackenzie, you want to say goodbye to the good people? She's knocked out, dude. She's like, Dad, I want to go outside and eat some French fries. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. Michael Hartson, have a great rest of your Monday. Christy, have a great Monday. Dave, you as well. Thank you to everyone for being here. And yeah, have a great Monday. I'll be live Wednesday and Friday. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 1:30. Grim Jong-un snuck it in at the last second here. Have a great Monday, everyone. Peace out, and I'll see you Wednesday. See ya.